Hailed as one of the best HBO shows of all time, Deadwood delivers a captivating blend of rich storytelling, impressive performances, and striking production design that transports audiences back to a defining era in American history. With its seamless integration of real historical events and dynamic characters, the series paints a vivid picture of life in the late 19th century, particularly in the lawless town of Deadwood, South Dakota, during the 1870s. Among the many remarkable characters in the show, none stand out quite like the iconic Wild Bill Hickok, whose inclusion in Deadwood offers a multifaceted exploration of the Old West and its myths. Deadwood, a Shakespearean drama with true grit. Deadwood is a masterclass in blending the historical with the dramatic. Created by David Milch, the series presents the lives of a diverse cast of characters as they navigate the gritty realities of the American frontier. With a tone that balances Shakespearean drama with the rough-and-tumble spirit of the Old West, the show showcases the complex relationships and power struggles of the town's residents. The series' stunning realism and often brutal depiction of violence and vulgar dialogue highlight the stark realities of frontier life. The dynamic between Sheriff Seth Bullock, played by Timothy Oliphant, and saloon owner Al Swearingen, Ian McShane, is the heart of the show. Their ongoing battle between law and order, morality and self-interest, gives the series its central conflict. The complexity of these characters, paired with the larger-than-life personalities of figures like Wild Bill Hickok, enriches the narrative and reinforces the show's themes of survival and the corrupting influence of power. The historical impact of Wild Bill Hickok. One of Deadwood's most compelling elements is its use of historical figures to enhance the narrative. While many characters are fictional, figures like Hickok, Wyatt Earp, and Calamity Jane were real people who played significant roles in shaping the mythos of the Old West. In this regard, Hickok's portrayal in the show adds both gravitas and intrigue. Known for his various roles as a soldier, lawman, and gunslinger, Hickok's larger-than-life persona has been romanticized throughout history, and Deadwood explores the complexities behind the legend. Keith Carradine's portrayal of Wild Bill Hickok is nothing short of brilliant. The actor brings a nuanced depth to the character, showing Hickok not only as a fearless gunslinger but as a man haunted by his past and aware of his inevitable fate. Unlike many portrayals of the Old West hero as invincible and invulnerable, Deadwood presents Hickok with vulnerability, especially in his interactions with those closest to him, such as Charlie Utter and Calamity Jane. Hickok's relationship with Sheriff Bullock, in particular, is one of mutual respect and quiet understanding, which adds a layer of emotional depth to the narrative. The tragic death of Wild Bill Hickok. Wild Bill Hickok's death is one of the most shocking moments in Deadwood, a series known for its unpredictable twists. In real life, Hickok was killed by Jack McCall in a poker game in 1876, and Deadwood remains largely faithful to this historical event. However, the show elevates this moment into a poignant meditation on the fragility of life and the inevitable passing of the old ways. Hickok's death at the hands of McCall is crafted with incredible emotional weight. The show builds up the character's mythic status throughout the first few episodes, only to have him fall victim to a senseless act of violence. The suddenness and brutality of his demise resonate deeply with the townspeople, particularly Calamity Jane and Seth Bullock, who both mourn his loss. Keith Carradine's performance during this moment captures Hickok's calm acceptance of his fate, making the scene one of the most impactful in the series. This tragic event serves as a commentary on the changing times in the Old West. Hickok's death symbolizes the end of an era where legends like him are caught between the myths of the past and the encroaching forces of civilization and progress. For Deadwood, Hickok's death underscores the harsh reality that in the Wild West, no one is truly safe, no matter how legendary they may be. Deadwood's legacy and the continued reverence for Wild Bill Hickok. Though Deadwood was canceled after 3 seasons, its influence on television and the Western genre remains undeniable. The series set a new standard for historical dramas, seamlessly blending fact and fiction to create a compelling narrative that resonates with audiences to this day. The depiction of Wild Bill Hickok, though brief, left an indelible mark on the show and its viewers. Despite his relatively short screen time, Hickok's legacy continues to be felt throughout the series, and his death reverberates through the characters and the town. The show's treatment of Hickok reflects Deadwood's larger themes of survival, capitalism, and the erosion of the mythic Old West. Hickok's tragic end, paired with his heroic status, solidifies his place as one of the most memorable and well-executed portrayals of a real-life folk hero in modern television. Conclusion: Deadwood's portrayal of Wild Bill Hickok is a perfect example of how the series elevated the Western genre. By blending history with compelling drama, the show provides a more nuanced and complex picture of the Old West than most other depictions. Through Carradine's outstanding performance, Hickok is presented not only as a legendary figure, but as a deeply human character, whose death represents both the end of a certain type of hero and the inevitable march of progress. In this way, Deadwood remains a standout in television history, with Wild Bill Hickok's legacy continuing to captivate audiences long after the series ended.